Good Thursday morning, everybody. It is about 20 after 5. Al and Dave are pulling out. We got mud at 6:30. I'm just here waiting for Andy. He should be here any second. Kirk's gonna meet us there. We're headed over to that patio. They gotta strip the inside form and the bottom step form, get some dowels drilled into that border and the steps, get our mesh in there, and pretty much got everything else ready to go. We're just gonna wait on mud for 6:30 and throw our color in it. And that is the plan for today. We're gonna get that one all poured and stamped. And then I got a little garage floor that we're probably gonna go over, see about starting to tear out. That one's gonna be pretty unique job because it's a really old garage. The foundation is junk. So we're gonna tear the floor out. We've got a company that's gonna come lift the garage up. We're gonna pour a new foundation, and then they're gonna set the garage back down. So that's kind of what we're into. That's the plan. So stay tuned, guys. Like I said, we got the stamp patio coming up. We got a garage floor removal and replacement coming up. Driveway. We got more patios. We got more spray deck. We've got epoxy. I've got all kinds of things going. We're gonna try and bang out August here. Stay tuned, guys. What's up, everybody? It's about 10 after 6. We're out here at this job. So we got all the inside form stripped, our steps stripped, got our wire in, our rod doweled in, our joint on the house. Guys are finishing tying wire right now. Had some rain last night.
You ain't doing it right now.
Our sand's nice and wet. Andy watching everybody work. Okay, that looks nice. 10 after. Now we're just waiting on our mud to get here. Al's got to put a couple more rods in the steps, and I think we're in pretty good shape. Help a little bit anyway. Alright, guys, as you can see, we've got this struck off. I've got a little bit of color hardener broadcast in there just to give it a nice little accent. On top of that, we're going to use liquid release. Then tomorrow we'll antique it, but this helps soak up a little bit of the bleed water. Once I floated it, it'll give it a marbled look. You guys got to strike this off here, and then a little high in there. We'll get another buggy or two in here once we get done. Should be in pretty good shape. So just letting this color hardener absorb a little bit, turn color. She's pretty wet, so I got plenty of time to float. So we're just gonna keep plugging away here and let's go from there. Got this one all down, floated. You guys can see some of the color accents in it. A lot of bleed water coming up from the rain last night. The ground was wet. It's hard to tell, but these aren't really super defined accents. They're kind of marbled looking. I don't know if you guys can really see them or not. So we'll let this one tighten up, and we'll edge it good, finish it, and then get on to stamping. guys, 10:30. We got this one all down and stamped. Tomorrow we're gonna come give her a scrape, antique it, wash it, saw cut it. Had a lot of bleed water coming up through it. Got a couple rough areas, but they'll scrape off tomorrow. So we'll get her all dialed in, and she'll be looking like $1 million. So we are going to head back to World Headquarters, unload some stuff, load some stuff, and probably go over and saw cut up a little garage floor. And we've got to pick up our legs and our table legs and bench legs from that other job. Probably send a couple guys to go do that. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, everybody, this garage, we are gonna rip the floor out. We're gonna jack it up. We're gonna pour a new foundation, set the garage back down, if the garage doesn't fall down first. Which, as you guys can see, she's in pretty rough shape. But it's kind of grandfathered in and existing. So we got to work with what we got. We're also going to be taking out this whole driveway, redoing this. But for now, we got to get this out, because Monday is when they're going to come jack this thing up if it stays together. You can see how close we are here, so we don't have a ton of room. So stay tuned. Alright guys, this one has turned into a bit of a nightmare. As far as we can reach in with the excavator, the floor's getting thicker the further we go to the back. It's probably up to a good 6-7 inches back there right now. But we've got all this side out, right up to where Dave's standing. We're getting the rest of it out here. We got a little concrete underneath the wall over there. This side's just down to dirt, so no footing. So that's good for now. So we're just gonna keep plugging away here, get the rest of this one out. Real nightmare. Friday morning, everybody. We are out here at the stamp patio job. Guys are scraping the joints, saw cutting, got our top forms off. We're getting this thing all kind of dialed in here. Got to stone the edge of the steps. We're getting there, taking a minute, but we'll get her. What's up, everybody? Friday, we left Al over there to power wash that one. I'm gonna head back over there to help him antique it here in a minute. This little job we got going here, really big one. Doing a little dig out here. Just a little pad right there, really nice. Back here, it's got a little sidewalk to do. Just gonna pour between these existing 4x4s. Popping out some patio blocks, and we got to get some sand in here, obviously some re-rod, dig it down a little bit. And it's just this little guy right here, that little one up there. That's about it. There's Andy.
What's up?
Looking hard. Alrighty, everybody, we're back over here to check on Al and the power washing, see how she's going. Looks like he's got her looking nice. Ready for an antiquing, I would say. Looking really good. We've got our antique mixed up here. Did this before we left. We're going to be using a nutmeg antique on this. I like to mix it up early, let it sit for as long as we can so it really dissolves in there nice. We just keep mixing it as we go. So Al's about got her all rinsed off, and then we'll get to getting. Al is applying the perfect amount of antiquing to the project. As you guys know, this stuff just settles in the texture and the low spots. Just putting it on there super light. We're gonna let this dry. And then I think we're gonna come back and paint the joints in on this one to really dress it up nice. So we'll be back here in a couple hours once this thing's all dried out. Give her the old razzle dazzle, and then get her sealed. And this one will be a wrap. Friday afternoon, guys, about 3 o'clock. Al's got this one all sealed up, looking good. So we're gonna take a look at her here, see what's what. Painted all the joints, got a couple coats of sealer on everything. Nice clean border edge. Thing's looking awesome. Al's finishing up power washing the driveway. I'm gonna go check on those guys pouring that little slab over there. See how they're doing. And then tomorrow, Saturday, I got them doing some saw cutting. Had a couple jobs to tear out. So stay tuned, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully it's gonna be a nice weekend. All right, guys, Friday afternoon. Wanted to bring you by here. The guys got this one all done. Looking good. Nice little project. Come by tomorrow and we'll strip it. I got the little walk done over there, so that's good. So this is all good. Hopefully they're back at the shop doing the Friday list. We'll go see what they got going on.